The reason why I think that we should promote the participation of women in all spheres of society is that I believe in Burma, the actual position of women does not yet reflect the role of women in society. Burmese women have traditionally taken part in economic activities, and in Burma, daughters inherit equally with sons. So in that sense, there is equality. But if you look at the Burmese government as it is today, you will find that there are only 2 women in the government, 2 deputy ministers. I spoke about this in the World Economic Forum, and I don't know whether what is now being proposed, as I understand, is linked to what I said at the World Economic Forum, because I have heard that there's going to be a cabinet reshuffle, and they're going to include some women ministers. So the Burmese government is waking up to the fact that the position of women in Burma must be reflected in the formation of its government. But let us see. It's not just a question of appointing women to cabinet posts, but of making sure that these women are able to exercise their powers on the same basis as men, on the same level. Now, with regard to the ceasefire process and reconciliation, I think women have a very, very important role to play, because attitudes are nurtured in the home, and it's the mothers who decide how the sons are going to behave towards women in future. So I would say that whether it's about peace or reconciliation or about the treatment of other human beings, women have a major role to play. They see problems which men do not see. I think basically, I hope none of the men will be offended, but I think basically men tend to be a little bit more egoistic than women. Now, this is proven by the simple fact that microcredit agencies have always found that it is better to lend to women than to men. Men tend to use the money to make their lives more comfortable. Women tend to use the money to make the family's life more comfortable. There is this difference, and it's proven. It's not my prejudice. So because of that, I think that women have a very important role to play, and we should try to promote this in every way possible. In our party, the National League for Democracy, we try to bring in as many women as possible for the by-elections in April. But we only managed 13. Now that's not so bad, considering the fact that before we went into Parliament, there were only 15 among the 640 members of the National Assembly. So we almost doubled the numbers of women in the National Assembly, but it is not good enough. And you may want to ask, why were we not able to find more than 13 women? This has something to do with the cultural factors. We had a discussion in Bangkok about the role of women, and there was emphasis on the economic role in gender discrimination. And one or two of the participants in the discussion said that by increasing the role of women in economic activities, their position in society would be bettered. Burma has not found this, because, as I said, Burmese women have always played a role in the economy. Burmese women are famous for working as shopkeepers, for trading, for doing business, and probably more efficiently than the men. But in spite of that, there is this built-in gender discrimination. And of course, I always refer to Japan and South Korea, which are the two of the most booming economies in Asia, and yet they have the greatest gender discrimination. So we have to work at all different levels.